Amen. Say man, it's your girl Sexy Lexi coming to you with another video. Hey, welcome back to a new video. If you are new here, my name is Alexis. Call me Lexi, or if you're feeling a little spicy, call me Sexy Lexi. That's my nickname. Today's video, y'all, somebody decided to comment on my YouTube and make me, I decided to do a video because of you. You are the reason, sir. You are, yeah. But if you are coming back, welcome or welcome back. Go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. It don't matter if it's a heart or anything. Let me just make sure that you've been here. Show me that you've been here watching the video. Even if you watch half the video, leave me a heart. All right, y'all. So y'all, this video got something to do with pros and cons of being a car salesman. The reason why I would love to do this video is because I used to be a car salesman, so I actually have a lot of experience coming from the pros and the cons. I really enjoyed my job. I worked there for about 6-7 months. I would love to still be a car salesman now, but I ended up leaving my company that I was with because they were not good people. They did not treat people well. They did not treat me well. They did not treat their employees well, their buyers, nothing. They just was not good overall business. I felt like they could have did a lot better, and they were really just not they. That one person was just very money hungry, and all it takes is one person in the business that own it for everything else to be full of ish. So it is what it is. This is how I feel. So let's go over the pros and cons, y'all, of being a car salesman. So let's go. Right here, let's go.
Aaron, what's the most money you've made selling cars, and how long you been selling cars?
I've been selling cars for 3 years. I made $42,000.
I mean, what's the most money you made in a month selling cars, and how long you been selling cars?
I've been selling cars for like 5 months now, and I made $15,000.
Yeah.
Got a good vibe.
Adrian, what's the most amount of money you made selling cars, and how long you been selling cars?
Been selling cars for a little over 3 years. Most in a day, like 5,800. Most in a week is like 10 grand, 200, and then most in a month is like 29 too, almost 30 grand.
Yeah.
Cliff, what's the most amount of money you made selling cars, and how long you been selling cars?
Been selling cars almost 7 years. I made about $31,000, but after child support, $0.
Hey Mario, what's the most amount of money you made in a month selling cars, and how long you been selling cars?
I've been selling cars for about 7 months. Most of my money I made was 15 grand. But after Sunday Fun Day, got about $1 grand left.
Hey Devontae, what's the most amount of money you made selling cars, and how long you been selling cars?
I've been selling cars for 3 years, and most amount of money I made is like $700. Solid.
Hey Valor, what's the most amount of money you made in a month, and how long you been selling cars for?
I've been selling cars for 5 years, and the most I made is about $4,000.
Wait, this is your car? How do you afford it?
Aaron, what's the most money you made selling cars, and how long you been selling cars?
These videos are hilarious. I didn't even... It's a real reaction, right?
All right, I'm about to give you guys my top 5 pros about being in car sales. Number 1, right off the rip, you get to make a lot of fucking money, okay? A lot of fucking money. There's a lot of money to be made every single day that you come into work. You know how you like wake up for your regular job and you're like, oh, bro, I really don't want to go in today. This sucks. Like, bro, I don't want to sit down. You're working hard labor, body's tired, or you got to deal with people all day that you don't want to talk to. Car sales isn't like that. Every day you wake up, you're like, bro, I can go make like $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 a day. That's the reality of it. Every day I wake up, I'm excited to go make money because you don't know what you're gonna make. It could be 0. You could have a bad day and do nothing. That's if you're on 100% commission though. Or you can make $1,500 in a day. Number 2, you're not really doing too much of anything. Like, for real, a lot of your day could be filled with doing nothing. Yes, you can be doing training. Yes, you can be doing product knowledge, trying to call your leads, following up. But for real, like, that doesn't take all day. As long as you're consistent with following up with people, you're gonna be on top of the game. A lot of times you are just gonna be chilling on your phone, talking to your coworkers, just enjoying a good time. Dealership can be very fun as long as you just don't abuse it. If you're always chilling by the coffee pot, messing around in the break room or the conference room, you're not being productive. So yeah, a lot of your time is filled with doing nothing if it's a slow day. Number 3, You get to drive around nice cars, bro. I don't know what dealership you guys are working at or planning to work at. You get to drive around a lot of nice cars. My dealership has a lot of brand new vehicles. It can be SUVs, $100,000 cars, pickup trucks, $100,000 cars, Buick Vistas, GMC Terrains. They all come with this brand new technology that you get to mess around with and play with. You become knowledgeable by just chilling in the car, learning about it. Number 4, the connections that you build in car sales is so important. I just had a guy come in 2 days ago. It's a roofing company. Does like $2 million a year. He wasn't even my client, but I got to talk to him, and me and him connected on Facebook. I got his information, and he really liked who I was. You don't know who you're going to find and network with in this business. It can open many doors for you now or later on down the line in your future. Number 5, my personal favorite is the skill set that it teaches you. You truly get to learn how to talk to people, how to negotiate, how to be in command, how to run the show. Having good social skills and negotiating skills in life is so crucial and important, especially in today's world where a lot of people are business owners. You learn how to get what you want. When you're in this business, you understand that everything is negotiable. You get paid what you're worth, and you sell what you think something is worth. And that is very, very important. Hope you guys like those 5 things I love about car sales. If you're interested in getting into business, please do. If you want to see a change in your income and start getting paid what you're worth, go into car sales, man. I promise it'll change your life. You can already see the benefits that it will bring me in my future. Also, if you need a car, you can find me at Valley Sales V's on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook. Come holler at your boy at JBGMC, Bedford, Ohio, 18.
All right, y'all. So before we go to the next video, I do want to say it's like a lot of pros. You do make a lot of money. My favorite part about it is the networking, meeting people, meeting good people. First of all, you're meeting people, business minded people. You're meeting people that have been into business over decades that can give you some type of knowledge. I met my new boss at my last job. It was meant. It was just like we connected. She loved me. We loved each other. And she just do good things. And I wanted to do good things also. And it just kind of like went like this. You know what I'm saying?
My most asked question: what's the pros and cons of being a car sales? So I'm gonna give it to you guys. Here's the pros and cons of being a car sales. Make sure you guys hit that follow button and leave a like. Let's get into it. The first pro, and why everybody does it, is because the amount of money that you can make. I know in my area minimum wage is like $19 an hour. Well, I know salesmen that make $250,000 to $300,000 a year. That's a lot more than $19 an hour. If you're really good at what you do, you can make tons of money, and you're not capped because it's commission. It's not an hourly wage. Now, with that being said, we have to talk about our first con, which is the amount of hours that you work. For starters, you're probably always going to work Saturday unless you're established, been at your dealership for a long time, and you're just the top dog. They're most likely going to have your ass in there slaving. It's just going to be the truth. And if you want to be good, you're probably going to be at the dealership often anyway. You're probably looking at 45 to 50-hour weeks, unless you just have a really good schedule, which some dealerships do, don't get me wrong. Let's move on to our next pro, which is the freedom you have. Let's be honest, all my salesmen know, 70% of the day, we're not doing anything. Walking around, talking, on our phone, unless you're just really productive, but I mean, let's be real. Most of us aren't. Versus other jobs, you're probably working 75, 80% of the time. Imagine working in a warehouse. I did that one time. I quit after 1 hour, it wasn't for me. Shit, it's the reason why I make these TikTok videos throughout my day. I got a lot of free time. The last con, I would say, is the mental stress that it puts on you. You're always worried about hitting your quota. You don't just get to work and know that you're going to make a wage. If you don't sell any cars, you essentially work for free. Literally. You guys want to see more videos like this? Hit that follow button and leave a like. My most asked question.
I'm going to share with you guys. I quit my last job for 2 main reasons. One main reason, like I told you guys, it was morality. That was the main reason. I wanted to be with a company that I could see myself with for years, and I can talk good things about my company and just know that this is where I want to be. I will, even if I level up from this company, I can talk good about this company. But I did not feel that within the 6 months that I was there, and I just knew I didn't want to have nothing to do with that company. I did not want my name to be tied to this company. I did not want anything that had anything to do with the companies to come back on me. Okay? I just knew I didn't want to deal with that. My last check that I got from them was like $300. I had the biggest reality check, y'all. Not a check, reality check. I was like, oh no, I can't not be in here for over 60 hours a week and make nothing. I was about to crash out, and I was not about to crash out. They was not about to make me crash the fuck out. So I was like, yeah, I gotta get out. I got to go. If I can find a place that I know I can at least get paid hourly and get paid uncapped commission, I would definitely get back into car sales, because I actually missed it and I loved it. I really enjoyed it very much.
So you want to get into car sales. Listen, if you want to get into car sales, there's really only 2 requirements. 1, you need to have a pulse. Okay, you need to have a pulse. Number 2, you need to have a license. And depending on the dealership, even that, they'll let slide. You know what I'm saying? Getting into car sales is very easy, but I would 100% say that car sales is not for everyone, and you'll learn if it is or if it isn't very quickly. My favorite thing about being in car sales is working with people, and my least favorite thing about working in car sales is working with people. You know what I mean? I've personally been in car sales for about 7 years now, and I think it's a great career, despite people telling me to get a real job. Get a real job. Shortly after I got my bachelor's degree, I began working in car sales, and my parents were always like, when are you going back to school? When are you going back to school? And when they realized that like I was like self-sufficient, they're like, oh, okay, like I guess she's good. At 26, I moved out of my dad's house. He's a great guy. I didn't need to go. At 27, I became a homeowner. My passport is stamped, and I hate to say I, but I'm showing you that you can do the same exact thing. The only thing I will warn you about car sales is you will be working for every single dollar you earn. Work-life balance will be a thing that you will constantly struggle with. But other than that, if you are thinking about getting into car sales, this is your sign to just do it.
Everybody keeps asking me, so here's the pros and cons of being a car salesman. Make sure you guys hit that follow button and leave a like. First off, we have the pros, which is the fact that you can make a lot of money in this industry. I know multiple people that make $250,000 plus selling cars. Me, myself, I hit over 6 figures last year. I had a month where I made 20 grand in 1 month. Not a lot of people can say that.
Very possible.
Now, while the money that you can make is a pro, it's also a con. Because within that $100,000 year I also had a month where I only made a penny. Well, technically I made more than a penny. I made about $2,000, but my take home was a penny. You gotta know how to save money, because not every month is guaranteed to be a great month. Now, if you're an amazing salesman, yeah, you could probably guarantee to make 10 to 15K every month, but those salesmen probably have bills that they have to take care of. So you better make sure that you're budgeting correctly. A pro of being able to sell cars is that you don't have to do any hard work. And by hard work, I mean hard labor, because working with customers is hard sometimes.
Yes.
But you don't have to worry about lifting boxes. You're not having to worry about moving a bunch of heavy equipment. You really just got to go out there and make a friend. Now, with that being said, a con is the amount of time you have to spend at the dealership. You could be scheduled to get off at 5 o'clock, but if you have a customer come in, you're with that customer until they leave. You don't know how many times I've had something planned to go do, a haircut, trying to go hang out with my girlfriend, whatever it was. But I couldn't do it because I had a customer there that I had to finish up working with. It's a give and take business. You got to choose what you want. Everybody keeps asking me, so
Let me see.
Let's talk about the downside of being a car salesman.
Alright, y'all, this is the last
I know a
video.
lot of you guys see all the car salesmen on this app and it looks like the easiest job in the world. I'm here to tell you that it is not what you think it is. No, car sales is not a physically demanding job, but mentally it's going to drain you. It's safe to say that you're going to spend more time at the dealership with your coworkers than with your actual family. Now, I'm 23 years old, so I don't really have that problem yet, but I'm speaking for those who are older and in the business. I feel like another thing that nobody talks about is how car sales consumes your mind. Even on your off day, you develop this like fear of missing out feeling.
Yes.
You're constantly checking all the chats to see who sold what car. Customers are calling you even on your day off. Customers are waking you up out of your sleep because they have questions or issues with their car.
11 p.m.
It is honestly non-stop. So yes, you have a day off, but at the same time, you're still on the clock. You might just not be at the dealership. Now, don't get me wrong, the automotive business has a lot of upside too, but I just wanted to give you guys fair warning because I know a lot of you guys want to get into the car business. But hey, if you're young, you don't have any dependents, and you have a drive to work, it might be for you. Let's talk about the downside of being a car salesman.
in the life of it, hit that.
Alright, y'all, this is the last video, so let me give y'all a little story time. I gave y'all a little bit here and there, but my biggest pro was working with people. I enjoyed my job. I loved working with people. I loved meeting new people, and I love networking. I met a lot of people. Like, I met famous people. I met business owners. I met a lot of things. I just loved what I did. But the biggest con I can truly say was one of the reasons why I quit is that you would sell a vehicle, then this customer will be somehow tied to you forever. I have a customer right now, y'all, right now, that's chasing me because they decided to buy a product that was not great. It's not my fault. I'm not a mechanic. I didn't purchase the car, but I sold the vehicle to them, and they swear it's my fault, and they talking about I scammed them, and they want to make my life a living hell. You cannot make my life a living hell. You really can't. It's not my fault that you purchased something that was horrible. Hey, I digress. You could go take that up with the business. You know the business name, you know the address, and you know everything. But if you decide to want to become a car salesman, just know that these things come with it. You will not be liked by people. People will love you and hate you at the same time. This same person loves me when they purchase their car and talk the great things about me, but then calling me out my name now. And it's just not fun. It's not great. And I didn't want to continue to live with those things. I do still one day want to be a car salesman. I'm not even gonna lie. I want to go try it again with a better company, but I just don't want to continue to deal with people like that. So to the person that is following me and gonna continue to try to not let it go or even give your vehicle back that you purchased, all I'm gonna say is I wish you the best. But please stop it. I told you already, I will block you. That is what it is. All right, how do you feel about this video? Do you have any pros and cons to being a car salesman? Are you a car salesman? Have you even thought about being a car salesman? I'm not trying to stop you from being a car salesman. I think you should. If you want to make some money, if you want to meet some people, if you want to learn a new skill set, because one thing it's gonna do is give you a great skill set. One thing I can truly say is being in that car sale business done taught me how to talk better to people, how to negotiate with people, and also how to build rapport with people. So now if I decided to go into the real estate business, I still have that skill set that I can use in any business. So how you feel about this? Amen, say man. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
I was a terror since the public school era. Bathroom passes, cutting classes, squeezing asses. Smoking blunts was a daily routine since 13. A chubby nigga on the scene. I used to have the tray deuce and the deuce in my bubble goose. Now I got the Mac in my knapsack lounging.